Today we're going to look at mixed operations with integers. So when I add, subtract, multiply, divide, and how to simplify the problem using our integer rules. First of all, a few reminders on the notes. Rewrite the problem using one sign in front of each number. That simplifies the problem a lot. When you have double sign, like minus minus, plus minus, that looks very busy. So we're going to simplify the problem using just one sign in front of each number. If you have two of the same kind, replace it with plus. Multiply negative times negative is positive. If you have different sign, that's a minus. For adding and subtracting two numbers, the sign of the answer is always the sign of the bigger number. That was my card reference in the past when I said if we have different signs and then we add or subtract, we have the sign of the bigger number in the answer. Because if I take this 4 spades, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of here, in other words, subtract, what's left is more hearts. So the sign of the answer in adding and subtracting is the sign of the bigger number. If you have same sign, we are going to add the numbers. So for adding and subtracting, same sign, add the numbers, and different sign, subtract the numbers. Going back to my card reference, spades and spades, that will be 7 spades, add the numbers. Hearts and hearts, add the numbers, 12 hearts. Same sign, add the numbers. Different sign, subtract the numbers. Different sign, we cancel, subtract. What's left is the sign of the bigger number. For multiplying and dividing, we have even simpler rules. Multiplying, same sign, always positive answer. Multiplying or dividing, different signs, always negative answer. So let's look at the examples and then we'll clarify the rules as we go on. So first, I look at this problem and it looks very busy to me. I want to simplify it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rewrite the problem using one sign in front of each number. So I have -3, one sign, great. But then I have this number 8. Number 8 has two signs in front. So I'm going to replace that with plus. Minus minus makes a plus. Two of the same kind will be a plus. So plus 8. And then plus minus, different is minus 4. This simplifies the problem. -3 combined with +8 combined with -4. And you see how I said it? I didn't say -3 plus 8 minus 4. I said -3 card reference combined with +8 combined with -4. So I have to have one sign per number. Then you can see that -3 plus 8, what we're going to do is subtract because the signs are different and keep the sign of the bigger number for the answer. So -3 plus 8, different sign, subtract, and keep the sign of the bigger number. That would be +5. And then +5 minus 4, bring down -4. 5 minus 4 is 1. And if I use the rules, different sign means subtract, keep the sign of the bigger number. So that's still 1. The answer is 1. Make sure we have a minus here. So 5 minus -3 in parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we simplify by replacing minus minus to a plus and write 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 looks a lot better than 5 minus -3. So 5 plus 3 inside the parentheses. Then we have another double sign, plus minus. Different, we replace with minus. So that would be -10. So double sign of the same kind is replaced with plus. Double sign of different kind is replaced with minus. That looks a lot better. Inside the parentheses, 5 plus 3 equals 8, which is positive, and then minus 10. 8 minus 10. I can say it as positive 8 and negative 10. Let's say 8 hearts and 10 spades. There are more spades, so they're going to win. And then we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. So that will be 2 spades left. Different sign, subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. Next example, 8 plus negative 2. Well, let's replace that with a minus. Minus minus 6, let's replace that with a plus. Double sign of different kind is a minus. Double sign of the same kind is a plus. Simplifying this expression, negative 8 minus 2 plus 6. If I was to think of them as cards, I have 8 spades, 2 spades, that's a lot of spades, and only 6 hearts. So thinking ahead of my answer, spades and spades, same sign, add the numbers, keep the sign, negative 10, then plus 6. Spades and hearts, different sign, subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, negative 4. Negative is more, so it is more for the answer. 10 spades and 6 hearts. If I cancel, you have more spades. So subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. Let's put some multiplication in our problems. I have 2, and then I have next to parentheses a multiplication. Inside the parentheses, I have 3 minus 8. So based on the order of operations, I have to do the work inside the parentheses. What do I have there? I have 3 hearts and 8 spades. Again, remember 3 is positive, 8 is negative. Different sign, subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. For card purposes, with reference, hearts and spades, I have more spades. How many more? 5 more. Subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. 3 minus 8, subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, negative 5. Then multiplication. Negative times negative when we multiply two numbers of the same sign. So multiplying, same sign, always positive answer. Positive 10 or just 10. In the next example, we have 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2, again, spades, spades. We have how many spades? Add the numbers, keep the sign. Same sign, add the numbers, keep the sign. In parentheses, we have negative 8. Spades and spades are still spades put together. Add the numbers, keep the sign. Then this slanted bar right here, that means division. So we are dividing by 4. The answer for the work inside the parentheses, dividing by 4. We can replace that with a division sign, make it friendlier. And then negative divided by positive, based on our rules. When we're dividing different signs, the answer is always negative, negative 2. Eight minus minus 6. Remember, double sign, replace to single. Replace to single, and that problem will look a lot better. So 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 looks a lot better than this. So we want to make sure that if you see a double sign, replace it to single and rewrite the problem, simplified, over On the denominator, we have positive 3 and negative 10. Hearts and spades, hearts and spades. Subtract, cancel. Hearts and spades. The rule says different sign, subtract, and keep the sign of the bigger number. There will be more spades, so it will be negative 7. Positive 3 with negative 10. Connecting to the value of the card may help you understand those integers a little bit better. Then add on the numerator, now it's just 14 divided by negative 7. Fraction means division, so our answer will be negative 2. When we divide, different signs, 14 is positive, 7 is negative, different signs in division, negative answer.